Hello, welcome folks to another modern stream. Today is Bruce Day Tuesday, so as usual, I have some little spice for you. If you enjoy this kind of content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You can get notifications whenever new videos get uploaded, which is basically every single day of the week. And yeah, don't forget to leave your comments as well. So, it's been a while since I've actually worked on a lands deck. About a month, maybe two at this point, I was working on a shell like this using Felidar Retreat, which obviously combos really well with both Knight of the Reliquary and Elvish Reclaimer, because it grants every creature a vigilance, which allows you to attack and still have activations available. So I've been asked about that a bunch lately, both on my Discord and people just asking here on the stream. So decided to bring back this old classic at this to call it somehow at this point. I made a couple of changes, but more so than not, this is the deck that I was playing a while ago at this point. So not only do we have, of course, Knight of Reliquary plus Elvish Reclaimer, we also have access to Red and 6 in order to get back all of our lands. We do have a Flagstone engine, which allows us to ramp thanks to Elvish Reclaimer and thanks to Knight of the Reliquary if and only if we'll have Dryad of Deletion Grove in play. We can also destroy our own Flagstones thanks to Cleansing Wildfire. And in fact, Ren Ultimate plus Cleansing Wildfire is definitely a way to win the game as well, making sure that our opponent doesn't have any lands. We also have a bunch of one-off two-door targets to get with both Reclaimer and Knight of the Reliquary. That is Bojuka Bog, Blast Zone, Ghost Quarter, Cavita Crossroads, which is basically a white ETB tapped Radiant Fountain. And of course, the 2 copies of Valakut, which we can use alongside Dryad. And we also have Vesula to have access to redundant copies of Bog, all of the lands that I just named. The rest of the mana base is basically fetch lands and shock lands. The mana base requirements, in terms of colors are pretty steep in this deck, because Flagstones basically forces you to have a very large concentration of white sources just by design, because Flagstones itself, it's a white producing land. So Ren and 6 can sometimes be not easy to cast. That's where we have access to, Explorer and Grazer to kind of put more lands into play and hopefully make it so it's a little bit easier for us to cast our spells on curve. Finally, we have Escape to the Wilds as the late game card. We could have something like Primeval Titan in this lot, but basically what happened with Primeval Titan, since the banning of Field of the Dead, what happens is if you don't have a Dryad of Deletion Grove in play, basically Primeval Titan just comes down and does nothing. Mooseman 128, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 11th month. I appreciate the continued support. Almost a year in the Primetime Stronghold. Basically, if you don't have a Dryad already in play by the time we resolve the Primeval Titan, it feels just lackluster. So Escape to the Wilds draws you into your Felidar Retreats, into your Rens and Knights, etc., while also at the same time ramping you by a little bit by allowing you to play an extra land. I've liked this card in the past, so we're going to be trying it again today. The sideboard, it's a little bit all over the place, but it kind of tries to cover all of the different weaknesses that it has. This is, of course, against Tron and other land decks, Amulet and whatnot. Knight of Autumn against the aggressive strategies, and of course Artifact and Enchantments as well. Soulguide Lantern against combo decks. Veil of Summer against blue and discard decks. Lightning Bolt, Oust against the creature decks, including Anger of the Gods. Sweeper, that's also pretty solid against something like Dredge. And finally, Celestial Purge against the Ashioks and stuff like that, and Dayside against Heliod specifically, but we can also destroy a Clawface or a Blood Moon if we need to. So it's, in terms of this deck specifically, it is kind of enough in terms of flexibility. Okay, so this is going to be the list that we're going to be playing. We're going to be running it right now through 5 matches, so I'll see you there. Welcome to round number 1. Perfect hand. The classic no-lander. We do have the combo here. Do I want to send the forest? Nah, this is fine. Tron. Tron. Oh, Eldrazi Tron. Sweet. So I guess I'm going to blow out my own land. Chalice for 0. Guess my opponent assumes that I'm playing Amulet. Rightfully so, honestly. All right. We are officially flooding. We are officially flooding. Never mind, everything's great. Yeah, let's just play a land. Play Felidar Retreat and pass the turn. Chalice looking embarrassing. You love to see it. Reality Smasher. That's a substantial amount of damage there. I think what we do is we play, well, I mean, we obviously play a fetch land, make a 2/2. Then we shuffle. Yeah, I guess there's no need for me to take damage. Make another 2/2. Escape to the wilds. Oh, this is pretty messed up, isn't it? This is pretty messed up. All right. Create a 2/2. Forest. Oh, that's right. We're out of forest. Whoops. Hope we don't get punished for this. What do I want to play? I think I want to just play another fetch. Now we put a +1/+1 counter and all the dudes. Next turn we get to escape again. Why did they chalice on 0? Because they thought I was an amulet. Matter Shaper. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Escape to the wilds. We need to take damage here if we want to play a knight, right? We do have 2 land drops, so we can play land into Ghost Quarter. Oh no, we can fetch for a basic mountain. Okay. It's cool. Let's make a 2/2 here. Play a forest. Gonna grow my dudes. Play a knight. And I definitely have to play a Ghost Quarter here because I want to prevent my opponent from having Tron. Exclusive +1/+1 counter and everything, and we can serve with everything. Opponent's gonna double chump. Double champ with the Matter Shapers, I assume. Take 10. And depending on what they draw. Thought Knot and Karn the Great Creator. So I guess I'm blowing up the power plant, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess if they have a land, we can get all this dusted. But I guess that's acceptable. I mean, it's not acceptable. Obviously, we lose if we get all this dusted because my opponent just attacks, but feels like the way that I lose is if I get owned by the Karn. Like my opponent just completes Tron and they go Karn into instant Umbrage, which here they can't do. Can we storm off with lands? That would be awesome. This deck top tier again. Have I sold Modern? Obviously, yeah. That's exactly what I've done. Thought Not Serious cute here. Yep. How cute is it that all my stuff is in exile because of the escape? Cool. Wildfire seems okay. Night of Autumn seems great. That's kind of it. I don't think I'm really interested in anything else. Who needs a hand when you can exile the top 5? Exactly. You get it, Levi. Another no-lander from the 29 land deck. Sure. Keep this, send that to the bottom. I played Skid Swarm alone with Retreat last weekend in Pioneer. Talk about keeping track of crazy amulet triggers. Crazy amount of triggers, yeah, for sure. So they're totally gonna have Tron, right? Not even close. Oh, E-Tron, never ever change. There definitely is some tension here, right? Definitely we got some tension going on between Ren and Knight of the Reliquary. Smasher. Bye-bye. Hopefully I don't have this member. If they don't have this member, I'm going to be pretty happy about my position. Unless they have another Smasher. If they have another Smasher, maybe they can race me. Thought Not is acceptable. Ha! My hand is all lands, opponent. Got him. Got him. Well, that's a miserable draw. That's a miserable top deck. Am I even supposed to play that? I think I'm not going to. This deck has 29 lands, right? Then you have less than 1% of drawing 7 non-lands cards. 7 non-lands. Yeah, I am very, very lucky like that. Crazy idea, let us feel to power up Knight. It was in my original list, Duncan. It's just bad. Because it doesn't really help you cast anything. Knight is green-white. Red and 6 is red-green. Basically, all of your cards have like mixed mana costs, so Lotus Field doesn't really help you. It's weird. Ugh, damn it. God damn it. How do I win here? Dryad, right? Dryad off the top is how we win here. Exactly. So we're just gonna play towards Dryad off the top. And because we're playing towards exactly Dryad off the top, I'm gonna hold on to this fetch because it represents 6 damage. Dryad off the top one time. Easy! Easy! That's how you do this, chat. This is how you do this. Francisco, how are you so lucky? How is it possible that you always draw what you need, even though you play to make sure that you are maximizing your chances of winning using the etc. You get the gist. You get the gist. We're gonna be taking 4 from this Dryad here, from this Thought Knot, but if we untap, we're probably gonna win, I'm assuming. Nice relic you got there. Ugh. Ballista is annoying. Pog. We died to the Ballista. Wow, that's crazy. So I guess we have to clear the board. Like I can 18 them for sure, but then I just lose, right? Like I'd rather draw a card. And I guess if they have Smasher, I lose anyway. So I lose to Smasher and I lose to Ballista, but I beat everything else. Lose to Smasher or Ballista, beat everything else. So it's better for me to attack because that puts my opponent at 9, which is just a single land drop. So Smasher and Ballista kill me, everything else will it. Yeah, I guess I could have attacked first. Yeah, I could have attacked first. That was a punt. I could have attacked first. If my opponent blocks, sweet. If they don't block, also sweet because they're dead. Thought Knot is acceptable. Walking Ballista. Dismember. They did find a Dismember. Okay. It's a Reclaimer. It's a chump blocker, effectively. Yeah, I should have attacked first. Damn it. That sucks. Yeah, if I fetch, I die. I'm exactly at 1. Brutal. Yeah, that attack, I fucked it up. Unfortunate. I think this is still fine. We had a ton of good draws there. Pretty sad that we didn't find any. Another Dryad was lethal. Felidar Retreat would have also been pretty solid, because it allows me to actually establish a board state. Keep. Let's do Sacred Foundry here. We want to get rain going. Next turn we can explore into Wildfire. Okay. So we're going to do Stomping Ground plus land. Just gonna Cleansing Wildfire the thingy. It sucks because my opponent's gonna get to... They're gonna get to go get the Eldrazi Temple, right? So they can Thought Knot here. So that's a little bit annoying, but our hand's pretty gas, so kind of doesn't matter what they take. They're in not great shape. Let's see, I thought not here. What should take? They probably have to take Felidar Retreat instead of the Escape. Which honestly puts us in a pretty solid spot. Yep. Love to see that. It's cool. Fetch forest. I think we'd rather play the Gracer instead of the Reclaimer, because the Gracer can chump. This is looking all right. With Wildfire in the bin, I think it's probably a good idea for us to work towards Reynolds. Okay, there goes the Dryad, which sucks a little bit. And now we have second Escape. I guess I want to fetch first for planes. Escape. There's a Dryad. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we can do Dryad into Reclaimer here. Into double Reclaimer. Sick. This card is legit. This card is not bad. Wait, didn't we exile that off the second one? Whatever. I wonder if my opponent goes face here. They're going at Ren? Sure. Ren down. You got me. Like, I'm untapping with Dryad and double Reclaimer. Good evening. Won my first match with Amulet last night. Felt great, but boy, is there a lot to learn as far as playing the deck quickly, making the right... Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like the learning curve for Amulet is wild. The learning curve is pretty wild. All the Rens, all the 6s. Okay, so this is gonna get countered, unless I want to play Knight, but I don't really want to, so let's just lead on Explore. Heh. Nice. Okay, so I guess that's step number 1. Do we have lethal here? We do, actually, I think. Because we have 3 land drops. Yeah, this is just lethal. So, face. Always yes, always yield. 1, 2. Sack this. Valakut. Save targets. Always yes. Face is the blaze. Face ya. See you for round number 2. Welcome to round number 2. Sure. Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. So we're gonna obviously lead on Reclaimer. If Reclaimer gets killed, we can go Explore, which is nice. What we're looking for here is, what is this? Either a Ren. So this is, oh, okay. So I guess I'm going to fetch, just so I have access to another green source in the face of Blood Moon. Reclaimer is such a house against this style of deck, though. We kind of don't even care about that. I think it's important for me to go get a Plains, though. So I'm going to spend this turn to sack Bog and go get a Plains. Bloodbraid. Oh, Chandra. It's worse for me than Bloodbraid. Yeah, I imagine opponent's going to kill my thingy. Let's get a basic Plains. Reclaimer down. It's pretty great. We're looking for lands. Yeah, I didn't explain to Gracer because there's no guarantee that I untap with this Dryad, right? So I need to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. I would assume that this is an okay matchup, though. My opponent's stuck on green mana, just funny. Land is awesome, so now we can get the engine rolling. get to clear Chandra. And I think I'm just playing the Gracer because I can't start attacking next turn. Definitely want to find some lands here. That's priority number one. We're probably going to see big Gargs here. Arbor Elf. No big Gargs. Huh. Do they only have 1-drops in Emrakul? So we bin that to... Oh, we can have... Can we set up lethal? One, two, three, four. I don't think we can set up lethal through December. Cool. Thank you, Cold Empire, for the follow. You're gonna polymorph Emrakul into something bigger? That sounds about right. Karn the Great Creator. So I guess they only have 1-drops. Tricky Ball can go. Don't care about Wildfire. Rend sounds gross. Got the Gracers. We probably need to do better than that. That's not better than that. Big yikes. God damn it. I don't think we can really win on 5, so... I'm playing this first because we can play red source. Okay, we're just gonna lose. Cold Empire, Blood Moon doesn't affect basics. Blood Moon doesn't affect basics, so I can exile Utopias, bro. Guess I should have done it in response to the Arbor Elf untap, huh? No modern today? What? Are you looking what's going on there? They took it? Sick. Play that. Fetch forest. Unfortunately, I don't think I can afford to kill the Arbor Elves. I just have to hope that they don't have another red source. Damn it! Sad face. Okay. Stomping ground. And now. Ugh. Okay. And we explored into that, so we can just do this. Not half bad. This is deck building, exactly. Alright, what do we want to draw here? Escape to the Wilds would be sick. Oh man. That's not good though. Not looking so hot here. Oath of Nissa. Yeah, my opponent is just playing. My opponent is just playing 1-drops. One drops an Emrakul. Hey yo. Me and plain decks that lose to Blood Moon, name a more iconic duo. That's fair. Can't get upset about that one. Facts are facts. Yeah, I feel like we needed to draw an escape at any point. Celestial Purge also kills this. Like, we do have a pretty reasonable amount of answers. Probably getting Worm Coil. Sky Sovereign. Probably better than Worm Coil. Regretting getting back my land, of course, but not too much I could have done about it. Should upkeep. Okay. Damn it. I hate you so much. Alright. Good games. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 3. Again, we are on the draw. Every time we've been on the draw so far. Which is pretty rough. We're playing against Hi There, pal. Yeah. We're not shipping this hand ever in a million years. Oh no. There's no way it's Mill, right? There's no way it's Mill. Sweet. What a grave. What could it be? Esper? Okay. Never shipped Splinter Twin. Never ever in a million years ship Splinter Twin. I think we just keep on flagstoning. Because next turn we can retreat plus activate Reclaimer. So this is probably fine here. What's up, 8lex? Chase the Mile Sculptor. Probably Valakut here. Yeah. Force, no force. Reclaimer, fetch, create a 2/2. Your go. Things looking good for the home team here. What in the not amulet am I playing today? No idea what you're trying to ask. No idea what you're trying to ask. cryptic tap. One, two, three, 6. Now the question is, do I retreat or do I escape to the wilds? I think I second retreat. And next round we can lead on Bog for if my opponent has Snapcaster that forces the issue. I have enough power. I have enough power to kill my opponent if I want to, actually. So I think I'm getting 2 dudes here. My opponent can Wrath. Two. 2/2. Yeah, there's a Snapcaster. And now we get to resolve Escape to the Wilds. This is looking kind of okay. Cool. Wrath or bust is what I got to tell you, opponent. Wrath or bust. Fairy. Not good enough. I guess they can have cryptic. Oh, but it's not good enough, yeah. Even if they had cryptic, like they are forced to cryptic tap and then we resolve Dryad plus a bunch of land drops, so doesn't matter. Nice Esper deck, opponent. Gracers out. Probably don't want Wildfire. Am I bringing in Bolt? Yikes. Am I really bringing in Bolt? I guess Wildfire's right now. Let's actually bring in the Bolts. They kill, what's his name? Wish I didn't sell my paper copies of Reclaimers. I wish I didn't sell my MTGO copies of Reclaimers. Is Reclaimer expensive now? No, not really. It's $5. Keep. So if my opponent doesn't kill Reclaimer, they do. Okay. I'm still slamming this Ren and start plussing. It's not great, but not finding a fetch sucks. You bought them to put them in Delver at some point? That's hilarious. Delver Claimer. Please, Esper Charm, make me this card. Esper Charm, make me this card. Oh man, they drew 2. Damn it. Reclaimer, fetch Halimor Depths. Jeez, going deep. Force? No force. That's really scary though. And if they have Baby Tef, they can bounce my Felidar Retreat. Or they can play Big Tef. Although if they play Big Tef and they minus, that's pretty fine. Main phase, draw 2. Huh. Oh, destroy target enchantment. That makes sense. Escape to the Wilds, just snap resolves. That's good for us. Do I want to reclaim? I think I want a Soul Guide Lantern because I know my opponent has a. I know that they have a snap in hand. Oh, did I just forget to plus like an idiot? I even played a fetch so I could plus, and I just forgot to activate Ren. Silly me. Silly me. Draw 5 better than draw 2. Facts. Yeah, that's a serious punt. That is a serious punt. Sucks. Man, it feels so good when you use every single card from... It feels so good when you get to use every single card from the escape. So sick. There is a Rain on top of my deck, so I would like to not shuffle if I can avoid it. What would you change on a 6 for if I were to pour? I would just play a different deck. You can play Loam, but it's bad. So I don't recommend you play Loam. Verdict, sure. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to fetch, unfortunately. Actually, do I? I think no, because I have this Dryad. No, but this forces my opponent to tap out, so this is just what I have to do. Really wish I didn't have a Ren, but oh, sweet. That's how you do it. think I'm attacking Jace. Yeah, I'm attacking Teferi. Getting back the fetch is huge because it guarantees that I'm going to kill at least one of the walkers. Even if they answer the Dryad, we still get to kill one of them. Also, I think their deck doesn't play Path. Put a card on the bottom. Trade with Snap. Sweet. 1, 2, 3. Dryad. Valakut. Kill your Jace. Make a 2/2. Always yes, always yield. I guess that we can escape here. Oh my god, this is insane. Create a 2/2. And I don't even have to fetch, so I'll just escape here while my opponent stepped out. This deck is fucking glorious, man. I could play a Reclaimer, but then we get... No, I'm just gonna play a Reclaimer. Like, we have a second one and a Knight, and this effectively forces my opponent to Wrath. Although I guess that my opponent would be forced to Wrath regardless because of the Valakut, so... It has to be the natural verdict because, yeah, okay. Because we had the answer to a Snapcaster Mage. That is quite interesting. We even have access to a bunch of fetch lands. Right now we have 3 fetch lands. Oh, I guess that we can play another one. And I'm going to play another one because I don't think my opponent has another Wrath. So at this point I think my opponent is going to be trading 1 for 1, and that's just not going to end up well for them. You want to do? Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, I'll take it, but 3/2/2. I'll take it. Good stuff. I guess we wait for them to target. Trigger on the stack. Exile their graveyard. The last modern streamer, the best modern streamer. Hard to argue with that when I'm playing Knight of the Reliquaries and Felidar Retreats. So, play land, +1/+1 counter on everybody. Combat. We're presenting very much lethal right here. Sure, so sack this to that, make it 2/2. Yeah, okay, let's do Valakut. Oh, Forgot to activate Knight. My bad. My bad. Messed it up. I love Knights so much. Yeah, same here. Oh, I forgot to add the old border frame Knights. Wow, such a punt. Such a punt. Alright, Jace, you're gonna need to do some serious work here, buddy. You're gonna need to do some serious work here. Yep, that's what I thought. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number 4. With a real spicy number here. Lurrus the Dream Den. So with any land we should be fine. My opponent kinda needs to kill this Reclaimer on 1. I do not have trackers in the board. Believe it or not, I have not felt like the grindy matchups are the ones that are giving me trouble, so... Because of that, I have not just... My sideboard doesn't really need those kind of cards, right? Like, why wouldn't you need Tracker when your deck is playing Escape to the Wilds, right? They do go after the Dryad. Another discard spell? Oh, Hexdrinker. So there's at least 2 Lurrus decks in every league now. About that, Freddy, yeah. Lurrus is very popular. And there's like a million different versions of Lurrus decks as well. Pretty brutal that we have to expose our Knight to another bolt, but kind of is what it is. Fetch for a basic. So the best thing we can draw here is a fetch. I think that we're dead here. Their one unknown card is a TBR. Cool. Okay, so it definitely is a shadow deck then, because you're not just randomly jamming TBR into an own shadow deck. So we Probably want Veils. Oust and Purge sound great. Wildfire sounds terrible. Gracer could be better. Ghost Quarter can go. Just do something like this. I don't think I want bolts. Why am I not playing Amulet? Great question. Great question! Because I should only play Amulet and nothing else, right, you say? My contract says that if I don't play Amulet, I am not getting paid. Never enough Amulet. Spike is enough meta blue deck gamer and it works with him. Yeah, it's true. I'm an off-meta... What? Off-meta lands brewer? Off-meta do nonsense with your lands brews kind of thing? Oh, I'm off-meta, right? Yeah, of course. I'm being sarcastic. Everybody knows that Reclaimer Felidar Retreat is a tier 0 strategy, and it has remained tier 0 through metagames with Hogak and... Thanks for playing. Because I kind of want to hold on to the fetch lands. Because of Scourge and because of Felidar Retreat. And I can't make Reclaimer a 3/4 anyways, so... So many actions per turn for my opponent. So many actions per turn. I'm versing Shadow 2 or 3 times per league. Getting annoying. Yeah, I mean it's one of the best decks, so it's not really that surprising. Honestly, it's kind of to be expected. Shadow rocking 4 bolt, 4 push is nuts versus all the aggro. Yeah, I mean it's Shadow. It's always been good. Like it's kind of by design just a good deck, just a great overall strategy. Super consistent. It does its thing. It's very powerful when it does, and it basically never ever whiffs. That's definitely the recipe for a great successful deck. All right, please don't have TBR. Can't beat TBR, so So I'm not gonna play around TBR here. I've never played against a shadow opponent who hasn't had it. See you for the next round. Last round of this league. We are on the play for a change. I think this is the first time we've been on the play so far. I think I'm keeping this hand. It is a little bit on the slow side, but I think that it has potential. We have a couple of options. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn 1 Grazer. And then on turn 2, I can play a 3/4 Reclaimer because I can double fetch plus cycle Scattered Groves, which plays around Bolt very nicely. We do have Bog here. We do have access to Bojuka Bog. Not bad. Well, we can't really tap out here, so we're just gonna pass the turn. And then next turn, we're going to be able to play Retreat plus Hold Up Reclaimer activation. Attack! No attack. Coward. Coward opponent. I have to assume that they have... interesting. Show me the remand. They did have the remand. Which land to play? I think I'm playing this one because it allows me to do something else if I need to. It's close though. But now I can fetch something else off of these Flagstones. That's not another Flagstones. And we get to continue developing our mana. Electroman. Okay, Blast Zone time. Yeah, I'm not gonna remand them here. I'm not gonna enable the remand, I think. This does force my opponent to go off right now, because next turn both of their dudes are gonna die, so. And they're going off into my Bojuka Bog, which is nice. So I think we're gonna ban We're gonna be in Past in Flames and Metamorphose. Interesting. Okay. We're not gonna fight over mana, we're just gonna fight over cards. Hope for Jammer League with fun stream. Love me the Reclaimer deck. I might try it out sometimes. Good luck with the rest. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. So I'm assuming that they're just gonna do like some ritualing in response to their piff. We're not in great shape here. Yeah, they had the Metamorphose. We're probably dead here. If they have gifts, I'm gonna pack it in. But maybe they don't have gifts. We doing memes? Birthday Tuesday, baby. The realest memes you'll ever see. More mana. More mana. Empty the Warrens Remand. Do we have an out for this? It's a lot of gobos. We can probably make like... Yeah, we can probably make like 10 gobos, but... 10 cats, sorry. Okay, we're actually just dead right now. No, if I Vesuva, the Blast Zone, it comes into play with one counter. Doesn't work like you'd want it to work, unfortunately. Probably cut a couple of Wrens. Can cut some... We can probably cut all of the Escape to the Wilds, actually. Where's my Dark Depths? That would be cool. Imagine if Dark Depths were modern legal. That would be messed up. That would be really messed up. Unban Depths, ban stage. I mean, you still have Hex Mage, right? It's a lot easier to just ban the Depths. That's why Depths is banned. Harder to tutor the Vampire. Yeah. Still. Would it be cool to be playing Retreat to Cornhelm? No. Hexmake, Hashmake play too, you can kill the walkers. Well, that I think that was like the original intention, right? think of the flavoring games you could on thin ice the Lage. That's funny. Make life gain relevant in modern again. Yeah, we still have PTSD from Uro, so I don't think that this hand does anything in this matchup. This one is better. I always say that people that say that depths would be fine in modern are people that have never played against depths in Legacy. That's the only reasonable explanation for anybody to say such a thing. Because that is a messed up strategy. I think I want to explore here because I can find the Jumping Sphere. Brutal. They missed land drop last turn, so unless they found another land, which they did. Okay, so we can die here. I was gonna say we should be good, but now we're not gonna be good now. Oh, we're just winning off. We're just going off right here. That sucks. We were one turn too late. Exactly one turn too late. No, they didn't miss land drops, but what happened is like they led on Fiery Islet. We didn't have Veil either. Can you imagine if we had veiled the gifts there? Oh, beautiful. But they led on Fiery Islet, which is probably like the land that you would play at the last possible time. And then they went turn 1 Serum Visions, and then they again led on Fiery Islet and played a sleight of hand. So that basically telegraphs that my opponent did not have access to lands. So they were about to miss land drops, and they found one of the sleight of hand, and then they naturally drew the third one. Why does every deck you play lose to Storm? Because, like, I mean, it's the same thing in Legacy, right? Like, lands has a terrible matchup against Storm. AukG, MTG, welcome back with a tier 1 subscription for the 3rd month in a row. Really appreciate the continued support. Thanks for coming back. But it's just logical, right? I think we're just dead here. Just gonna be in both rituals and hope that they are bottlenecked on mana for whatever reason, which I don't think is particularly likely. But yeah, just like lands or like lands-based strategies are naturally advantaged against mid-range decks and are naturally disadvantaged against spell-based combo. Alright. 2 on 3, didn't do too well, but honestly I think that the main reason that happened is because I was not playing my old border Knight of the Reliquaries, so that was a very, very bad mistake that I made in deck construction. I have to say I've not been impressed by this card. Even when it's supposed to be good, like you just need too many things to line up. Again, like the reason why I'm playing it in the first place, it's because of I wish I had access to more Explore effects. And unfortunately, there are just no more Explore, which is ridiculous, right? Like why does blue-green get an Explore effect and Naya doesn't? Like that just makes no sense to me. But anyway, so that's why I'm playing Cleansing Wildfire. I wish this was Explorer number 5. I wish this was Growth Spiral, but I just don't think that we can afford to splash for Growth Spiral. And that's also the reason why I'm playing 3 Gracers, even though this card just sucks. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna try to make a couple of changes and see what happens. But I'll see you in the next league. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye bye.